The book opens with a provocative question: what is your dream? For much of Squibb's early life, he never stopped to ask that. He was busy climbing the ladder, doing what he needed to survive, building businesses, chasing success as defined by society, good job, income, security. By his mid-40s he had done everything right. He'd built and sold a company, earned money, enjoyed the trappings of success, a nice house, freedom, comfort. On paper, everything looked perfect. Yet inside, something felt empty. That's when he asked himself the question that would reshape everything: what's my purpose? What does success mean to me? That moment marked the start of his real journey, from doing what's expected, to searching for what's meaningful. He realized that he had never defined what a dream really meant for him. Instead, he had accepted the external cultural story: go to school, get a stable job, avoid risk, chase security. He recognized that those conceptions were myths he and many others had been taught since childhood. In response, Squibb begins dismantling those myths. One of the most pervasive is the belief that, the harder you work, the luckier you get. For years, he credited his success to hustle, grit, late nights, persistence. But upon reflection, he saw that hard work alone can't explain success. Many people work incredibly hard and never get ahead. Success depends on skill, judgment, timing, and sometimes plain luck. Clinging to the hard work myth can waste time, lead to burnout, or create false hope. He encourages readers to unlearn these myths before they can build anything meaningful. It's like preparing a canvas: you can't paint your dreams onto a surface that's still cluttered with someone else's expectations. You need a clean slate, one you define yourself. That means questioning everything: what you believe success looks like, what you're told stability is, what safe really means. Only then can you imagine something that genuinely belongs to you. Once the myths are stripped away, the heart of the book's message becomes clear: everyone can have a dream, and that dream doesn't have to be big, flashy, or approved by society. What matters is authenticity. Your dream should align with your passions, your values, what gives you joy, what makes you feel alive. Squibb urges readers to ask themselves deeply personal questions: what would I do if money didn't matter? If I had total freedom, how would I spend my days? What gives me energy rather than drains it? He argues that your dream doesn't need huge resources or a perfect plan. It needs clarity and conviction. Starting small is fine. What matters is beginning. Inaction, waiting for the perfect time, is the trap. From his own life, Squibb shows that many big successes begin with small imperfect steps. The important thing is to move, to act consistently, to test ideas, to iterate, to learn. In business as in dreams, momentum matters more than perfection. But pursuing a dream isn't just about individual effort. Squibb emphasizes the power of community and support. Dreams often thrive when we surround ourselves with people who believe in them, challenge them, nurture them. Mentors, peers, collaborators, these are the people who can help you stay accountable, push you when you want to give up, celebrate the small wins, and give you honest feedback when things go wrong. Building this network isn't optional, it's part of the foundation. A powerful theme throughout the book is reframing failure. Squibb doesn't sugarcoat setbacks, he's transparent about the many failures and wrong turns he took on his own path. But failure isn't a signal to stop, it's feedback. Every misstep taught him something: about the market, about people, about himself. By learning to view failures as lessons rather than disasters, he stayed resilient, stayed curious, stayed moving. That resilience matters more than innate talent or luck. Another insight: know when to quit, or when to pivot. Holding tight to something just because you started it can drain resources, energy, hope. But when you're honest about what's working and what's not, and when you let go of what doesn't serve the dream, you clear space for something better. That decision-making, to persevere or pivot, often separates success from stagnation. Squibb doesn't present dreaming as some feel-good fluff or vague ideas. He treats it as intentional design, a vision you shape, then build toward. That's where structure comes in. Define what you want, break it down into manageable steps, give yourself deadlines, hold yourself accountable. Use concrete tools and frameworks to build momentum. These are the same tools many successful entrepreneurs use, now available to you, even before you have resources. Underlying all this is a deeper message: dreams should not just benefit you, they should connect to purpose. A dream tethered to meaning is more sustainable and more fulfilling. If your goal contributes value, to customers, to community, to your own growth, then chasing it won't burn you out, it'll energize you. That sense of purpose becomes a guardrail that keeps you aligned when things get messy. For those stuck in uninspiring routines, the 9-to-5 job that feels safe but small, the book is a jolt. It challenges the deeply ingrained idea that stability equals safety, that dreams are luxuries, that you must wait until you're ready. Instead it argues, you're ready now. Maybe you don't know everything, but you know enough. Maybe you lack money, but you've got curiosity, urgency, vision. That's often the real spark. Even for people already working on something, a side project, a passion, a vague idea, the book serves as a compass. It helps you clarify what matters, filter myths and noise, stay resilient when things stall, and reduce fear. It reminds you that wealth isn't just monetary. Fulfillment, freedom, purpose, those are the real measures of success. Reading this book doesn't guarantee instant success. But it does offer something rarer: perspective. It asks you to pause, breathe, and examine, whose dream am I living? What am I striving for, and why? What am I sacrificing? In answering those, you begin to reclaim your life. You begin to build not just a career, but a meaningful life. In the end, the book isn't about selling a get-rich-quick formula or promising overnight success. It's about inviting you to ask, what's your dream? Do you want to build it? And if the answer is yes, are you ready to work for it, honestly, consistently, and with purpose? Because that, Squibb argues, is where real success lives.